Hello and welcome on board of Sitara. It's a 25-meter long or 82 feet long power catamaran, and it's a very special boat. And I would like to show you why it's so special. One of the special features of this boat is a Besanconi gangway. You can put it down and use it as a bathing platform, a bathing ladder, or you put it up and use it as a gangway to the shore. One of my personal favorites of this boat is this nice outdoor shower. I love it when I come out of the sea after a swim. On the aft end of the boat, we have this tender lift platform with a capacity of 700 kilos. We use the platform to store our Williams jet tender 345 on this platform. What we like is the easy usage of the platform to bring the tender to the water and out of the water, and to store it safely during our sailing. This is perfect for daily use. There is only one first impression when you're entering a boat, and this is very nice on deck of Sitara. Here we enter the heart of the boat, the aft deck, the dining area, the place to be, the place where you are safe from rain, wind and sun. And we stay most of the day in this area. That's why we love it, and that's why we use it a lot. So let's start here with this nice lounge sofa where we spent quite some time listening to nice music, having an afternoon nap, or just watching the sea when sailing. Yeah, here in the middle we have the dining area. We have a table for 4 as a standard, but we have extensions on both sides of the table, so it's suitable for 8, which is nice and lovely to have a dinner with 8 on this aft deck. And one of the things I love the most is this barbecue station. It's very special. It also gives you a protection from the aft side of the sea. And we have 3 parts of this barbecue station. First, we have this canyon grill. Nice and easy. It's all electric, 4,000 watts, and it's easy with our power system. In the middle, we have a canyon induction field and a nice area for preparing the dishes. And on the left side, we have a huge sink for the big fish you just caught. This is very comfortable to collect all the dishes and clean up during the day. When you enter the boat, you might see there is a new teak deck on the floor. It was built in the winter month this year, so it's completely new. It's a 12mm teak deck. From my point of view, it's a real masterpiece. Before we move on with the tour, I just want to mention, just below my feet, we have the engine rooms, one on each side, with a Volvo IPS 1050, 800 horsepower each. So quite some power for this kind of boat. Before we continue the tour on the boat, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Hubert. I'm a German and I'm an architect and designer, and I'm the owner of this boat. And I was part of the design procedure, so I was quite involved in the development and the design of this yacht. My wife Astrid and I, we are living and working on the boat most of the time of the year. So we spend a lot of time on the boat. What we like is the combination of working and living, traveling to new countries, learning about new cultures, new people, new friends all over the world. So this is kind of our mindset. We do not want to charter this boat. we want to live on this boat. It's our home. For us, it's kind of a luxury apartment. With a length of 25 meters and a width of 10 meters, we have 250 square meters of ground space. We have about 200 square meters of teak deck. We have a salon of approximately 70 square meters. So we're not talking about a small apartment. And there is a general idea in our mind. Let me say it this way: you just regret in life what you didn't do. That's why Sitara, living on Sitara, is part of our dream, of our vision, of our life. If you have ideas, thoughts like this, Sitara might be the perfect yacht for you. This background raises the question, what must a yacht offer to make this vision reality? One of the first topics on our list was self-sufficiency. So we do not want to stay in harbors. We want to stay outside, we want to stay in calm bays and enjoy the real life at sea. That's why a catamaran is a perfect platform. With its length of 25 meters, it offers space where you need maybe 40, 50 meters on a monohull. And with a draft of 1.2 meters, we have access to very shallow bays where we can easily access without getting in danger. So it's a very safe boat. It should be built in aluminum, because aluminum is a very durable, long life material. And to be honest, if you have contact somewhere on the ground with other boats, with a pier or something, it's easy to repair all over the world. You don't need any specialists. Yeah? You need somebody with a filler or a little piece of paint, and that's it. And by the way, aluminum boats are very stiff. Stiffness is for a catamaran a very important topic. Next topic on our list was easy handling. Our idea was to travel without crew. Most of you might say this is crazy, but we thought about that. We discussed about pros and cons. With crew, you have less work. Without crew, you have more privacy. In the end, we decided to go without a crew. And for that reason, we have to build the boat for a crew of two, because we are the crew. Nevertheless, when designing the boat, we had in the back that we might have a crew in the future if it doesn't work. So we prepared everything to have a crew of two on the boat. This is important to keep in mind when we go on our boat tour, and I will tell you where we could put the crew. Let's talk about energy. Self-sufficient means energy. That's why we have a lot of solar on the roof. But I would like to talk about the solar technology a little bit later. Just to give you an example, within the last 2 years, when we lived on the boat, we used the generator for a total of 245 hours. So that's nothing. Other boats use that in 2 weeks. That's why we have silent on the boat. Whenever we are in a bay, the only thing we hear is the sea and the wind. Next topic on our list was the water. If you have water, you have everything. So we have 2 water makers. Each of them produces 150 liters per hour. So a total of 300 per hour, and we store that in 2 tanks, 2 water tanks. Each of them has a capacity of 2,000 liters. So as you can see, we don't need water. And this makes us independent from marinas, because we don't need shore power, because we have the electricity, solar electricity, and we have enough water. Sometimes we are asked, how long can you stay out there without contact to land? So let's be honest, as long as we have food, because anything else we have. For a vision like this, you need a reliable propulsion system. That's why we opted for Volvo Penta IPS. This company has a very, very long experience the reliability of Volvo Penta is very, very high. Beside of that, the efficiency of this propulsion system is very high, and the consumption is excellent. Sitara is no racehorse. Our cruising speed is about 8 knots, 8 to 10 knots. The top speed is 14 knots. At our cruising speed of 8 knots, the consumption is about 30 liters per hour. That's not a lot. That's amazing for a weight of about 100 tons of this boat. With a tank capacity of a total of 15,000 liters, this leads to a theoretically range of about 5,000 nautical miles. And let's be honest, 3,000 to 4,000 is reality. So this is way more than you get on a yacht of this size with other boats. From my point of view, with a combination of solar power with the diesel combustion engines, I think we have the best of both worlds. On the one hand side, we have the solar energy. On the other hand, we have a reliable diesel propulsion system. Some people are asking, is it possible to operate a boat this size, 82 feet, without a crew? Well, yes, it is. You have to have some specifications on the boat. Let's start with IPS. This is genius. You operate the boat with a joystick, and maneuvering the boat in narrow harbors is easy. Even if we have winds, strong winds from the side, you would never expect that. We even have a bow thruster or something like that. Next thing is, what we really enjoy is the skyhook, as we call it. You might know it as a DPS, a dynamic positioning system. You push a button and the yacht stays where it is in the same direction where it has to be. So this allows us to get away from the helm station and to handle the lines, because we are just two of us. For us, it's a very important tool. Next is we operate with surround view. You might know that from your car. You have this vertical view on your car and you see all the edges of your car. That's what we have on this boat. With 6 cameras, we built a virtually view of the boat so we can see the dock wherever we are. So this is perfect for navigation in narrow harbors. And last but not least, we have the CEI system. It's, how can I explain? It's developed for single-hand sailors from the racing department. It's an infrared camera supported and combined with artificial intelligence. So this unit detects unlit buoys or drifting logs or swimmers or stand-up paddlers, and it warns us that there is an unlit buoy. So this is our 3rd crew member on the boat. When we are sailing, this thing sees everything. Last but not least, let's talk about the power supply. We have a total of 33 solar panels, 400 watt each. So this brings us to a total of 13.6 kilowatt per hour. That's a lot. You might not have that on your roof of your house. And on a sunny day in the Med, we produce about 100 kilowatt. That's a lot. We store that energy in a huge battery bank of 175 kilowatt hours. That's about 3 times a car battery. This battery bank is placed in the bridge deck of the Catamaran, where we have a temperature monitored compartment. The system detects every single temperature of every single cell. So it's quite impossible that we get a problem with the battery bank. This system has proven in practice. It carries all our electric loads. It's powering the diving compressor to all the galley appliances, the pizza oven, the grill, the washing machine, the aircon. Yeah, it works. So now let's check out the other side of the boat, the front side. And as you can see here, we have this beautiful, wide, open, long side deck. This is amazing. When have you seen last time a side deck like this, where you can go for a walk side by side and see the complete length of the boat? And then we have one of the highlights of this boat. We have about 60, 70 square meters of pure luxury, unobstructed, elegant teak deck. Nothing else than open space. On the back side, below this roof, we have our lounge area, nice seating. This is one of my favorite places for a morning coffee, enjoying the sea, the nice views. I love this place. And on the other hand here, we have some sunbeds, very flexible. Nothing is fixed on the deck, but we have these kind of retractable hooks all over here. So this is easy to store maybe a jet ski or stand-up paddleboard or something like that, which you want to have accessible easily. So here we are in the wet storage, so we call it. Here we store the stuff, the water toys and all the stuff that could get wet. We have an additional outboarder, electric, for this additional tender or dinghy. It's just for safety, and if we want to go ashore, this is the easy way to do. Here we have the diving equipment, the pressure tanks for diving, and all the scuba gear, and you know, there is a lot of stuff you need on a boat like this. You have your diving equipment, you have your safety vests, and on top here on the ceiling we store all the long stuff. We have water skis, and there is enough space for a total of 10 huge fenders. You won't believe it. So other boats, they store their fenders, you know that, on the railing, on the sides. So the deck is stuffed with things like that. We have everything here, nice and secured, clean and dry. As you can see, this is a huge cabin, yeah, you name it. And the idea is, if you want to go with a crew and you do not want to use the office, this is the place for the crew. It's big enough, and it could be easily changed. All the appliances are already pre-installed behind the wall. We have aircon in this compartment. We have water supply, fresh water, hot water, cold water. Of course, also the drainage of the black water. So it's not a big deal to change this, just as an option. On the port side of the boat, we have this huge storage. We call it the dry storage because we store here all the equipment you need on a boat for repairs, for maintenance. We have some spare parts, some picnic, cooling box, paintwork, filters, you name it. There is a lot. Also a bicycle. There is space for a bicycle here. The idea of this is to keep things clean, to keep it in order, to have good access, and to separate the stuff, to find it easily. Same idea as on the other side. This part could also be changed to a crew cabin if needed, because this compartment is also air conditioned. And we have water supply, we have cold water, warm water, and we have the drainage of the black water. And there is a nice story I want to share with you. A friend of mine, he's a passionate golfer. So whenever he visits us here on the boat, he trains his golf swing here on the front deck. Some green carpet. We can remove this railing so everything is free. And we have these tiny floatable golf balls. And this is a perfect spot to train your golf swing. Now you have been on the foredeck. Next part is our fly deck. A lovely place, lovely space for the evening, for a celebration, for parties, or for a nice dinner. So let's go upstairs. So, welcome to fly deck. And keep in mind, we're talking about open spaces. And this is a good example for this kind of design. As you can see, we have about 70 square meters of open space with an unobstructed area. So let's start here with our second helm station. This is the helm station for nice weather. We have a beautiful view, and we use this for docking because we have the best view of the boat. You can see from here all four corners. This is perfect for navigation in narrow harbors. And then on the front side of the fly deck, we have this beautiful space, this sunbed area. Now we use 4 beds. We can have a total of 6, of course. Here we have our workout area. Unfortunately, this is the area my wife uses the most, and I should do more. But there is no excuse because the space here is perfect to do this in the morning when the sun rises. Lovely. In the aft part of the fly deck, we have this lounge area. As you can see, we use very lightweight aluminum furniture. So we can use this furniture flexible. Right now, we use a L shape. You can have whatever shape you want. The furniture is fixed with these retractable hooks to the floor. So it's also safe here. Our lovely area we love the most is this, we call it the gin tonic area. Nice view to the back side of the boat. Also, when we're sailing, you can sit here, relax, read a book. Perfect space for the good times. So, as you can see, it's quite hot outside, 35 degrees. And now you have seen all the deck area of Sitara. So let's check out the inside of this beautiful boat. So as you can see, we have this open space. We do not have a lot of furniture. We have what we need during the day when we have guests and when we are sailing with the boat. Let's start on the front side. On the starboard side in the corner, we have this helm station. It's equipped with Garmin equipment. This is the inside helm station. We use it when the weather is not that good, when it's cold, windy, or even at night. It's not a huge helm station, but it's very comfortable. It has everything you need. In the middle here, this is the favorite place for my wife. She loves to work here. She does her business here. We are equipped with Starlink. So all the internet stuff is available. And we have this nice details, this nice leather, this very comfortable chairs, and this beautiful view out of the front window. And on the port side corner in the front, we have this bar area with a nice and 30-year-old coffee machine I bought when I was young. We always use it day by day to have a good coffee, good espresso, good cappuccino in the morning. Yeah, of course, we have this nice fridge. This is our bar area after dinner. People love it. And what do we have here? On the port area here, we have this dining table. It's suitable for 8 persons. Very nice materials all over. We have this oak tree table. I personally selected the wood at the store. I love this place. Yeah, on the other side, we have this lounge area. It's not this typical kind of design sofa you usually have on a boat, because we all know it's very stiff. It's not very comfortable to sit on a design sofa. That's why we designed it like this. It's very easy. It's very comfortable. You can sit here, you can lie here most of the time and relax after a hard day. And on the other hand, you have this foldable TV on the ceiling. It folds down. You can turn it and put it to your direction wherever you want. So you can watch TV on the sofa, you can watch it here. And by the way, 2 or even 3 people can sleep here when you have a party, and maybe it goes longer than you expect. In this corner we have a nice bookshelf with a lot of storage and quite some technical stuff on the base compartments here. On our port side we have this technical compartment with all the control systems for the boat, more or less. Up here we have the monitoring of the Victron energy system. And then we have the water makers. We have 2 of them. And then here we have the board electronics, where we can monitor all the data of the boat, the tanks, the water, and so on. Here we have the heating and the generator and the aircon. We have separated this from the helm station because this is something we use day by day. So whenever we need to do something, we have to check something, we have this in short reach. Before we go to the cabins, let's go down to the galley. Yeah, as an amateur chef, equipping and planning the galley was extremely important for me. As you can see, the whole galley is equipped with MIELE's premium line equipment. Everything works perfectly and we love to cook here. We have this huge cooktop. We have a plate heater here and we have a nice oven, dishwasher of course. And as you can see here, we have a huge fridge and a freezer here with integrated ice maker. What I love the most is the standard of the furniture. We have drawers everywhere, so we have easy access to everything. Whatever you need, you have drawers, which is a lot more comfortable as just normal shelves. If you need more space, you have a nice table here, additional table for more space, or having a snack in the morning if you don't want to have it in the salon. So this is a place to be. This is a place to cook nice dinners. And look at this. What could be better than cooking here and having this nice view outside the window? In direct contact to the galley, we have this cabin. The first thing when you enter this cabin, you see this huge long window as we have it on all the other cabins. Currently, I use this room as my personal office for my business, but overall we call it the multifunctional room because it could be used in different ways. So what we do right now, the office, but it's also used as a utility room. We have washing machine, we have the dryer here, and a lot of storage. And here we have the bathroom. And this bathroom we use as a day head when we have guests who do not stay overnight. When I'm working here, I have this really nice place. It's silent down here. I have a beautiful view. And on my other side, we have this nice sofa, which, by the way, we can use as an additional cabin if we have more than 6 guests. So this is a single cabin for overnighters. And you can use this cabin in a perfect way as a crew cabin. For example, you just add a bunk bed here. It's made for that. And you have a really nice cabin for a couple as a crew. The galley and this cabin in connection is a perfect compartment for a crew, a very luxurious compartment. So after we have seen the office and the galley, let's check out the VIP guest cabins. We have two of them identically, one on the starboard side, one on the port side. So let's go. Yeah, when entering this room, you can see, you can feel this luxurious ambiente. We have this huge king-size bed, 180 by 2 meters. We have very luxurious tempur mattress. We have a lot of storage here for each guest, an own huge cabinet. We have additional storage below the bed. What else should I say? Look at this. Sitting, lying in the bed, having this panoramic view out of this huge windows. This is the place to be. This is what guests are dreaming of when they staying here on the boat. And let's have a look at the bathroom. Same thing. We have a large window, so natural light. You have this nice hanging toilet. You have this handmade corian wash basin. You have this luxurious high-end Axor faucets everywhere. Everything is stainless steel. And what I love the most is this beautiful, huge shower with a rain shower on top. So finally, let's check out the last room, the last cabin of this boat, the masterpiece, the master cabin. So when you enter this room, the first thing you are impressed is this huge window front. Look at this. This kind of window construction, the only way you can do this is on an aluminum boat because of the material, because of the stiffness of the boat. This is one of the reasons why we choose aluminum. And look at this. When in the morning, when you're waking up, you see this. This is the perfect start in the morning. Yeah, we have a king-size bed, same as the guest. As you can see, this is a little bit different to the guest cabins. We have this wave wall, as we call it. It's plated with silver plate, silver foil. And we have this nice leather cabinets here beside the bed. Here you can see the quality of the furniture. Everywhere we have these drawers, which are way more comfortable than simple shelves. Everywhere drawers. So normally a yacht, even the high-end yachts, don't have this kind of furniture. On the other hand, I have to mention this kind of special design for a bathroom. So the idea was to integrate the wash basin into the cabin. And here we have this designer wash basin. It's from an Italian designer called Antonio Lupi. Here you have this nice corian piece of art. Here you have the cabinetry for all your utilities you need. And here you can see two doors. On the left-hand side, we have this huge shower with a 70 by 70 head shower. So this is, every owner will be excited about this because you will get this maybe on a 80-meter super yacht. Even there, it's might be hard to get. And you have this beautiful view out of the window, close to waterline. I love this, to have a shower in the morning. And on the other hand, we have the toilet, which is also separate with a lot of storage, with a bidet. So with this kind of arrangement, we can use the bathroom separately without influencing the other. So we have a total of about 25 square meters. It's quite huge. Normally you have a master cabin this size on a 40-meter yacht, monohull. And as you can see, there is a lot of space for individual furniture, for additional desk, for a vanity, if somebody needs it. So this was the idea of the boat, to have space for improvement, space for individualism, space for future development. So now you have seen the boat, and it's time for a conclusion. Hello, my dear. It's gin tonic time.
Ooh.
What a day. Yeah, it's time for a conclusion. I just want to thank you for following our tour through this lovely boat. Astrid, did we forget something?
Did you talk about the materials that we choose?
No, not really. I think it's an important part. So all materials on this boat are hand selected. It was our priority not to have any plastic or things like that on the boat. We have this kind of silky corian on the tables, on the galley. We have the grain of wood, natural wood. We have brushed stainless steel, soft alcantara on the ceilings and on the walls. And we have this rough linen texture. It's a kind of luxury when you touch these materials. So, darling, what do you think is important to mention?
I think the feeling to live on a boat is very special. So I enjoyed very much to travel through different countries and to get to know the culture of the people and try different food, see different landscapes. And we are traveling with our home. It's a swimming luxury home with our villa on the water. So we have everything we need, and to see other countries. It's perfect. It's very exciting. I love it.
Yeah, working and living on a boat is a perfect combination. And you can do this with or without a crew.
So we decided to do it without a crew.
Yeah.
It's a little bit challenging, but we have the freedom to be here on our own.
And we have a lot of privacy. But everything is prepared. If you want a crew, just do it.
You might ask why these guys want to sell Sitara. Hubert, why?
Well, the reason is quite simple. Our plans have changed. We have a new project. We have new ideas of our life, and we want to give some room for that.
So we had the chance to live our dream on this beautiful yacht for 3 years. And now it's your chance to live your dream on Sitara.
So feel free to contact us, and we would be very happy to give you a private tour.